Wow.
Yeah. If we look at this one, no, question number 3. Can I go simply just say this 8x and that 8x cancels out?
No. Because you must change the sign.
I cannot say this negative 8 and that negative 8 just cancels out. No? But the objective when we are doing algebraic fractions and we have something that is complicated, we want to get to a point where we can simplify. And we simplify by cancelling out. Right. Now you need to remember, before we can cancel out, what is important? When can we cancel out? Can I go, if I gave you this, can you cancel out?
No.
Why not? Because there's how many terms? 3 terms. And how do we know that there's 3 terms? The plus and the minus sign is a separator. So that means there's one term, there's a second term, and there's a third term. In essence, what is standing there is x squared over 8x minus 12x over 8x plus 32 over 8x. But we keep it together like this because maybe in something like this we can do the cancellation out. I need to go identify. So I hope you are drawing an arrow to this one. No? And you have written there. This is what kind of factorization. Now, if I have multiple terms and I want to get it to 1, what tool have we learned in grade 10? We need to, I have 3 terms, I want to get to 1 term. Under what does that fall? It falls under how many types of factorizations do we have? But I don't want her to know all of the answers alone, and that's why I'm asking the answers. How many types of factorization do we have? To know why it's important, because there's going to be some this or problems like this, and then you need to be able to. Because you can say now what type of, we know we're going to get from many terms to single terms. But how are we going to do that? By factorization. Now I ask myself, what type of factorization? Quadratic.
Trinomial.
What one is this? Quadratic trinomial. Highest common factor. What is the highest common factor? This is the stuff that you see the question. Now that stuff, you don't go to the next step already. No. That is the stuff that you are seeing in the exam, and now you know making notes on your question paper. This I need to do now. Now you're going to get in the process of solving the problem. You haven't written down anything on paper yet. You understand what I'm saying? You're making that notes on your paper. This is a quadratic trinomial. I need to factorize that. So do the recording there. Right. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, we're back. After the ad break, thank you for the sponsor of this video. I'm still waiting on sponsors of my curtains for my class, and I hope this will fall on ears that will help us out. We've spoken about, we have 3 types of factorization, namely 5 types of factorization. If you are smart, I would like you to write down the 5 types of factorization in the comment section down below. But now, we are continuing here. The first thing that you do in something like this is you change the division sign to a multiplication. Also write it down. Yeah? Change the division sign to a multiplication. After that, what are you going to do? X, write it down for yourself, and here is a highest common factor. No, of x, yes. Get then to this spot, and now I do the factorization. It's difficult if you look at it like this and you don't do the identification. Then you're going to wonder, how do I do this again? And this is also important when you need to make notes constantly, because now you're going to study, and I know this class was never sitting in front of me. They would never study mathematics the night before because they're constantly working out problems every day. But some of us in other classes, the night before, they take the books and then they see all of this change. This thing changed to this magic. There's nothing note next to it. Make sure to make notes there. Then, when we are at this part, how many terms do we have there?
2, 1.
Because it's a product times with a product. Brackets groups it together. And now the nice part is this one cancels out with that one. That one cancels out with that one. And then this one cancels out with this one. So then we can cancel out. You have that notes?
Yes, sir.
Going on now to the next example, please. Example number 4. Now, when there's an asterisk next to it, that means it is a more complicated example. So I want you to write this down quickly for me. It's a more complicated example. When there's a asterisk, it means, listen, focus on this one. I need all your attention. I want you to write it nice and big in the middle of it. You can make all the notations around it. No? All the notes that I'm saying. But I first want you to write this down quickly. I'm having a good start.